Going?
Mm-hmm.
No, I want.
This video is about filling an NMR tube so that we can run a sample in the NMR machine. So, we're going to do a liquid and a solid sample. So, follow me to where we keep everything. Here it all is. Yep, here we are. This is where we fill things. Yep, we hold this. Here we go. Alright, so every NMR tube needs a reference molecule. We use TMS. This is TMS. You can get it from the stockroom. You need to use the smallest amount possible. It also evaporates quickly, so in a cleated dry NMR tube, my reference point is generally about half of the red cap. Here we go. Putting it in. Shoop, whoop, whoop-a-dee. All the way in the bottom. Here we go. Little tiny amount. Alright. Oh, look, about half the red cap. There we go. Just enough to be under the cap. Now, we get the liquid sample that we want to test. I'm using the purple stuff. Purple drink. Not usually chunks in it. I just made it purple on purpose. You want to fill it up to the 4 centimeter mark from the bottom of the MR tube as a reference point, full of your sample liquid. So, a ruler is good for that. A centimeter ruler. Use your clean pastille pipette to fill it up to the... Oh, what? Distraction. In front of the camera. Alright, so I filled it up to the 4 centimeter mark. You can't really see it on the video, but I promise that's where I filled it up to. Shake it up, and now it is ready. Alright, now we're ready to put it in the NMR machine if we want to, but first we're going to show you how to do a solid sample. Here we go, into the lab room again, intermingling with my peers. Solid is the same thing pretty much, but you need to dissolve it into a liquid. It's usually about 0.05 grams of your solid to 5 milliliters or so of your deuterated chloroform. Yep. We want it to be saturated. Remain saturated. Alright, so get your solid sample, which I already weighed mine out. Here it is in this tube. Test tube. But let's go add deuterated chloroform to it. Oh, here it is. Cool. Oh, this is deuterated chloroform. It already has TMS in it, so we don't need to add extra TMS this time. You want to do about 3/4 of a squeeze for the amount of solid that you put in there. Just 3/4. Not firm. Gentle squeeze. Half squeeze. 3/4 squeeze. Add a little bit more. The whole point of it, though, is you want it to be saturated. You want it to be able to see these little chunks and things, which you can kind of see on the camera. That means it's still saturated, which is what you want. You want a very concentrated sample for the NMR. So we need to heat it up to make it dissolve into it a little bit more before we put it into our NMR tube. So we use a hairdryer for that. Sierra College purple hairdryer. There it is. Yes, it is a hairdryer. Heating. So it dissolved a little bit more, which is good. Get a little more concentrated into the NMR tube. Oh gosh. It's perfect. Talking with Gino about using his NMR tube because all of mine are dirty, like usual. A fine gentleman. He let me use it. I need it. Didn't even need it. So after you've heated it up, you want it to be about that 4 centimeter mark still that we showed you before in the NMR tube. It usually ends up being the full amount of liquid that you've added. Here we go. Transferring it over to my new clean dry NMR tube. Fill it up to the 4 centimeter mark. And you cap it. And you now know how to do a liquid and a solid NMR tube filling. Here we go. Here they both are. Oh, look at that.